It's Randy B. And, I'm on vacation right now, and something came up, and it's something that happens or comes up often in my seminars, my Never Say seminars. So I was at a bar that we've been frequenting in Costa Rica, and I was coming back from the bathroom, and I saw a woman, and her dog was playing with the owner's dog because there's pets everywhere, a very pet-friendly place. And I'm speaking with the woman about just various things. In the beginning, we're speaking about dogs. And as she's talking to me, it's a white woman, I would say probably in her 50s. And as she's talking to me, she reaches out and she touches my hair. And she's just taking the strands of my hair and she's rubbing it, rubbing my hair. And she's like, "Oh my goodness, your hair is so beautiful. How long does it take to get done?" And this is a issue that comes up, like I said, frequently. And this is the issue. And this really much goes to the fundamentals of the whole never say philosophy about how often there's these clashes because we don't understand each other's perspectives. So on one hand, of course, as a black woman, my initial reaction when someone just touches me is honestly not at all positive, and there's almost like a physical reaction where you want to slap someone's hand away. And I think that comes from a lot of things. One, it's just odd to have someone that you don't know touch you. Secondly, and I think this is something that white people sometimes don't understand, is that because we have a history of slavery, regardless of how far away, of how much in the past you think it is, black people have a history where they are very concerned that people treat them or see them as property or as animals, because that's how we were seen. We were sold with cattle and oxes and horses. And so when you touch someone as if they're a product and not a person, because typically people do not reach out and touch strangers. You have to realize it's somewhat invasive. It makes us feel as if you are not respecting us as people and respecting our boundaries. And also treating us as if our hair is something odd, which is very natural for us in our culture to wear braids. So, I ask, white people or non-black people to ask themselves, how many times have you had a person come and touch your hair? It's just unusual, very invasive, and because of the history of slavery, insulting. But then also I must speak to my brothers and sisters out there. As a compliment, our hair is quite incredible. I mean, we have the type of hair that can change from day to day. So, you imagine that if you and a coworker are working in the same cubicle, and we have the great luxury or gift of coming to work on Monday and having an afro, coming on Tuesday and wearing braids, coming to work on Wednesday and having it loose and straight, and coming to work on Thursday and wearing it natural with some conditioner in it so the curls are looser. And so you imagine a person who wears essentially the same style over and over saying, "Wow, look at this, can I touch it?" And while it may not be, while it is offensive, we must understand the place from which it comes. So oftentimes these situations where a black person is touched or a white person says, "Can I touch your hair?" are not, I don't think they ever come from a bad, evil place. But it is something that we need to work on to understand each other's perspectives. And also for people just to be very honest right now, it's not a never say, but it's a never do. I never say is, "May I touch your hair?" Because the answer is honestly no. And the never do is, don't reach out and touch someone that you don't know personally and you feel that this would not be a problem very personally. It is offensive, and that's the reason why. So this is Randy B, just bringing you my last tip on a never say and a never do. See you next time.